wow. It's been an interesting year to say the least. And I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comment section about this topic, because this is a discussion video. I didn't want to go too hard on the editing and whatnot. You know, I'll save that for a rainy day. And I could use artificial intelligence to edit the video, but you know, that's a topic for another day. And I know a lot of people will ask me in the comment section, but I want to know from you guys, do you think that artificial intelligence will ruin the music industry or ruin every industry altogether? You know, a lot of people have been talking about it in every industry, that it will take jobs and so forth. And, you know, it's crazy, but nonetheless, sometimes crazy is good, because being concerned is a very good thing. And also, do you think it should be illegal? Let me know. So the main reason why I'm doing this video, because a very popular DAW, FL Studio, a lot of people were like, wow. When I did the video, I just got to the point, show people, you know, the power of it, how it can separate drums, a melody, a bass line, and vocals in the tap of a button. Just one little mouse tap, and you're able to get access to stems. This has existed for quite a while. About a few months prior, I talked about Serato Studio, which does it much better, because it's instant gratification. It's instant gratification, meaning that you can separate the stems, chop up those stems, remix those stems on the fly, and you can pitch them and so forth, all at the press of a button. Far more efficient, but Serato Studio hasn't been out as long as FL Studio. And, you know, a lot of people aren't used to that workflow yet. I kid you not. So it's been a threat for quite a while now. And there's something else that I did earlier this year where I took a sponsorship, but a lot of people in my space of sampling or whatnot, they were like, dude, check it out. This is a game changer, and that's RipX. RipX by Hit and Mix Audio is astonishing. But not only does it do stem separation, you are able to rearrange all the tracks of a 2-track. And that's the big thing. Like, you can just rip something off the internet, or just take a existing song or whatnot. You can record it in there, and you can rearrange it into something totally brand new. And I kid you not, again, link will be in the description box so you can see. None of this is sponsored, by the way. I just want people to see the technology for what it is. You can change anything. Like, you can actually add VST plugins, VSTI, which is virtual instruments or whatnot, and change what instruments are in the audio itself. That's why I always talk about RipX the way I do. And then I'm gonna do another video and show you guys some of the new features that they added. You know, and it's not a DAW, so that's why it's not as popular. But yeah, that in itself can ruin the music industry and in general, because you know, we all know technology has got better over the years, and many people aren't that efficient with the benefit of artificial intelligence. It speeds up workflow in almost every other industry that it's in, and not to mention ruins other industries too, because shoot, let's think about it. Google has, I can't think of the name of it right now, but I don't want to ruin it and tip my hand because I want to do a video on it, but they actually have a way where you can generate music using prompts. That is freaking insane, guys, that you can generate stuff from prompts. And when I was thinking about that, I was like, bro, that kills the sample pack industry in itself. And then the other thing that FL Studio does in its current beta, which will make it to the final version, and everybody is like, mouth is watering. I see people in the comment sections and whatnot talking about like, wow, like FL Studio can master your audio. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest things that a lot of people were complaining about, you know, mixing and stuff like that, which again, mixing has been taken care of a long time ago. It's just not done by FL Studio yet. And that's why, again, it's so popular, because if FL Studio take care of like mixing with artificial intelligence, then boy, you know what the scary part is, well, it will take the human element out of it, right? You know, that's what most people are thinking. And that's why a lot of people are just saying, oh, artificial intelligence won't replace a human's ear and so forth. And, you know, we're not talking about like data analysis and how efficient data analysis is, because all you have to do is look at TikTok and Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar business that uses data analysis, which is machine learning, and they're a billion-dollar, I almost messed up there, billion-dollar business based off of that. And even you watching me on whatever platform, whether it be YouTube and so forth, they have AI-based data analysis. And that's one of the true biggest things that a lot of people are lying to themselves about, is that a human can do it better. Trust me. There's a lot of machine learning bots out here that are far more efficient than human beings, and human beings are using those to gain millions, if not billions of dollars. And that's the positive side of it. If we want to look at the money aspect, I guess the negative side of that would be the people that are not using it. And that's the biggest thing. That, are you going to be the person that will be last to the party and then it'll be too late because everybody else is on it? Or are you going to be the person that embraces it, at it as a positive aspect and not at the negative aspect of the artificial intelligence wave that's happening right now? I kid you not, like, there's ways where I can edit this video within seconds, or not seconds, but minutes. And there is a caveat to all of this stuff, because if you don't have more than enough efficient computer to use this software and so forth, then you won't be able to do it. And then there's the other negative aspect, like with stem separation, like FL Studio or ImageLine, they killed basically Lala AI. And Lala AI, and all these other free apps because of convenience too. And that's another positive, man. You save time. Like, who wants to go and use a website when they can just go right into their DAW that they already paid for? And mind you, that FL Studio has free updates too. And that's kind of goes into another thing that I'm going to talk about in another video heavily. And I want you guys to hear, because I know a lot of people, you know, they think I'm an insider or whatnot. And somewhat, you know, I have privileges. Hey, it is what it is. Comes with the 16 years I've been doing this, right? On YouTube, at least. Will it be in like the MPC, Ableton Live, and other DAWs? Absolutely, of course. These companies are observing what ImageLine is doing right now, and what ImageLine is doing right now is a changing of the game, and that makes me excited about 2024, if not late 2023. And yes, the answer is yes. Come on. Like, Ableton Live already has some artificial intelligence built inside of it, where you can take audio and, you know, rip it down and turn it into MIDI. And that's the same thing with RipX too. That's the other thing that RipX does very well. And, you know, though I think the only limitation of like groove boxes and stuff like that, which, mind you, Ableton has a clear, concise edge. And that's the scary part, because boy, if they add stem separation to the push 3 and standalone, holy moly. And if it's on the level of like Serato Sample, Serato Studio, holy, you best believe it. Like, a Kai would definitely have to do something about it, but they're already doing something about it, because if you look at their standalone units that are DJing standalone controllers that have a built-in computer, Denon has already made waves and stuff like that with their AI stem separation, real-time stem. It's going to be a thing. Eventually it will go over to the MPC or whatnot. I just think it's just about limitations. But I definitely want to know, are you going to use it? Because if you're not, I feel bad for you for a reason, because there are people that they're going to use this. It's time efficient. And I've invested just a few $100s here or there for annual fees for different services that I won't mention here, because I know people are going to copy the flow, and I want my videos to progressively get better, because I'm using time-saving tools or whatnot. And maybe perhaps I'll reveal it maybe in 2024, maybe late 2023. But yeah, I want to invest at least 10 bands on this, because the 10 bands, I think, in my opinion, will probably make me $1 million within 6 months, you know, theoretically. And I've done the probability. It's not possibility, it's probability. Investing in yourself is important, because again, if you invest in yourself, then you'll be able to help others invest, or invest in other people. So it's not all bad. But I think the biggest alarming thing, and this is the closing point, you know, going back to the FL Studio, the thing that I did in that video that probably made a lot of people jump and get scared, and they was talking about taking away their beats from the beat stores and stuff like that. Dude, the fact that I can rip like popular songs, take drums and stuff like that, humongous, and also dangerous because of copyright. But who is going to combat that if they can't tell? You know what I'm saying? They can't tell certain things, where I sample stuff other than me going live streams or doing a video directly showing you guys. How would you identify that? And there are certain cases with sampling in general, and I want you guys to understand this when we're talking about AI sampling. Dude, hip hop was birthed from stealing other people's stuff. You know, I want to say it like that for a reason, because it is other people's stuff that we borrowed and we remixed. You know, we changed up the way, and you know, the biggest thing about hip hop is biting and stuff like that. But dude, we're biting other people's stuff, like it or not. We're biting other drum machines that exist. You know what I mean? Regardless if you do like trap or whatever, boom bap or whatever, dude, you're borrowing something from someone else, period. So don't be a hypocrite and just get upset when someone else borrows something from you. You know, that's usually the hypocrisy with hip hop, is like people will say, oh, you're biting me and blah, blah, blah. And dude, you're biting someone else's style. You're taking someone else's work. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I will hear that argument. I meant to put that at the very beginning of the video, but you know, I want to know how you feel about that. To the right of me, I have more content for that ass. Make sure that you subscribe. Yeah. Get in that comment section. I want to hear from all the people. I know it's going to get pretty ugly in there. Just be respectful of each other. But definitely, AI is here to stay. And I hope you ain't going to be the person that goes and won't do it or whatnot, because it might cost you a whole lot if you are considering music as